I always say it was one of my pleasures in life to be a fan alongside Wendy. I think she made me a baseball fan in general and learn more about the game and learn more, and I saw a different side of it.
It was the early 80s, and baseball interest at Tufts really began when she became a student here. It was the beginning of sabermetrics. When she was at Tufts, baseball was just beginning to get quantified, and it was an interesting time.
Wendy and I got together and taught a class on baseball. So I was the assistant, clearly. Wendy knew a lot more, but amazing. I mean, we could all learn about baseball, and ultimately, one of the last classes we had was bringing Bluey Q to Tufts campus. So the commissioner of baseball came, the room was packed, and how exciting is that? So Wendy went to law school and then started working with the team and worked her way up and took over the team, and incredible, and then was involved in a lot of projects of, the ballpark renovations and building.
Wendy, between 1998 and 2004, served as the only female CEO in baseball, and in what many people consider to be a male-oriented business. Wendy's leadership, her compassion, her sensitivity, her warmth, and really her social responsibility was what most impressed me. She was and continues to be one of the most dynamic business people I've ever met.
So she is part of the history of modern Major League Baseball. In a small market town like Milwaukee, she had to make it work. She was pivotal. So her role as a catalyst for Milwaukee and making sure that Milwaukee kept a franchise was significant.
Wendy was really the guiding force in the construction of Miller Park, which in its first year drew 2.8 million customers, and to this day is one of the great ballparks in America. And I know how hard it is to get something built in any community, and every time I walk through Miller Park, I know that her father gets the lion's share of the credit, but she was really the driving force and dealt with all the various constituencies to build something which will last another generation.
And I think one of her characteristics that I like the best, she's decisive. Then decided when it was time to stop doing that and move on to something different. So after baseball, she took a little time to think about things and then got involved with clothing. And of course, she rose up the ranks and I think at some point became the #1 in the country seller. Just kind of doing it as something she really enjoyed. And so once she worked her way up in the ranks of Worth, then I think they asked her to take over the company and be the president, which she did for a little while. I think she's a good mix of, a self-confident woman. She has the ability to make decisions and move forward with her thoughts and be confident with that. But she's also has a soft side. She's family-oriented. She's got a good memory too, which she knows people and she remembers how they fit into her life.
As important as winning is in baseball, we are a partnership of 30 baseball clubs, and Wendy always took a leadership role in working with other clubs to forge a consensus.
She made a huge contribution to the maintenance of all those teams in Major League Baseball who were disadvantaged, because Milwaukee needed Wendy Selig, and baseball needed Wendy Selig.